I'm going to elaborate a little bit on the perceived and oftentimes real short-term benefits of carnivore diets. If they are so bad as I claim they are, why do we see people touting their benefits? You know, they say, I lost weight, I didn't get constipated, as this doctor that promotes plant-based diet warns me. My autoimmune disease got better, my sleep apnea got better, and my labs improved in a lot of ways. My diabetes reversed. How is that possible if carnivore diets are so bad? And here you have to understand something. The fact that there are some short-term benefits doesn't make it a good solution for the long term. And number two, those benefits that people attribute to the meat, to the diet itself, are oftentimes a consequence of the weight loss that they induce through such a diet. Losing weight, to some extent at least in the short term, no matter how you do it, you could be fasting, has some really important benefits in a society where most people are overeating and they are eating too much of refined foods, sugary foods, low fiber foods and all that stuff. We know from research decades ago that just losing 5 to 10% of the starting weight, so let's say for a 200-pound person, that would be about 10 to 20 pounds. You reap a lot of health benefits metabolically. Your lipids get better, your blood sugar gets better. If you have diabetes, your need for insulin, your need for diabetes medication gets better, and sometimes people can even get off of insulin if they are earlier in their type 2 diabetes history. Moreover, their mood gets better. You know, everybody gets a lift when they lose weight. They feel better in their body, they look better, they move better. I'm not saying weight loss is the beginning and the end of these benefits, but it's a lot of it. The other part of the benefit, and this is also important, is this perception that we have when we make a change is psychological. And bear with me here because it's very real. This phenomenon has been known, for example, in many drug studies where you have a double-blind placebo-controlled test on a medication. Let's say you have a medication to lower blood pressure that you developed, and you get a group of people with high blood pressure. You give to about half of them the medicine, you give to the other half something that looks exactly like the medicine, but it's a placebo. And you randomize them, you treat them for a while, and then you measure the blood pressure and see the results. And ideally, if this is a good blood pressure medicine, you will see a lower blood pressure overall in the group that receive the medicine. But guess what? You often see a drop in the blood pressure in the placebo group, even though there was nothing effective in that pill that they got against blood pressure. How do we explain that? Simply through the placebo effect. And that simply says that when we humans, we are very susceptible in that way, and that's a positive thing in a lot of cases. But when we take something and we have the expectation that it will do these good things for us, in this case lowering the blood pressure, in the case of carnivore diets, we expect that we're going to feel better. We invest emotional energy and otherwise in this change we are making. So just by that commitment that we put into it, good things will result from that almost invariably. Now, the result is not going to be massive. You know, the blood pressure drop is going to be less than with the medicine, but it's going to be real nevertheless, and the person is going to feel it. So part of the benefit, again, in carnivore diets and any dietary change that we make, for that matter, that we expect will do good things for us, is simply that placebo effect.